Hey everyone, it's Monday morning of week 9, and I want you to know that today and tomorrow I'll be spending my time just cleaning up some lingering emails and some documents that people have fixed the share settings on, just to ensure that you guys get feedback from me, the editor, on your article copies and how they are coming along. Also, per the email that I sent out this weekend, let's talk through some of the upcoming deadlines. So this week is still a research, revise, and reply week, just like the pattern we've been doing for the last many weeks. There are a few differences. Tomorrow night, Tuesday night, your source evaluations are due. All top 10, final draft, the best work you can do. When you click into where you've been submitting that document, you should see a rubric when you scroll down. If you haven't examined that, it really just matches the instructions, but sometimes it's helpful to see a secondary tool to help lock in your work. And like I said in the email, what I'll do in order to just to make that feel a little less stressful for you guys is I'll go in and I'll grade as quickly as I can, which means it'll be a comment-free grading session. I'll use the rubric, I'll click through, and then I'll say, this is the grade. And then what you guys will have an opportunity to do after that is say, I'm cool with that, or wait a minute, I want to kind of review things, ask you a couple questions. You'll have 1 week to try again if you really feel like you want to attempt to earn more for that, okay? Then Thursday, revision number 4. So at this point, you should be done with all of the expansion activities this Thursday, and you should be posting a final update and letting us know where you're at with that. Excuse me. So you should be at 3,000 words. You should have at least 10 sources. You should feel pretty good about your expanded article copy. And then you're going to reply to each other on Sunday. And really after that, there are just like a handful more reply deadlines. So the expanded article copy should be complete by this Thursday, but it is not due until Tuesday, the final copy, Tuesday the 15th, okay? Or is it? It might be Sunday the 13th. I'm sorry, you guys. Let me clean that up. But I think what I'll do is I'll make the final submission open, and you guys can stagger it in when you're ready, as long as it's no later than the 15th. Probably something like that. The only reason why I hesitate on these deadlines is I just need to make sure I have enough time to actually get through them all and grade them all once they're submitted. And what I mean is get them in the system and get them ready to print and publish them and distribute them to the community, you know, in our magazine playland. Okay, so some of you had emailed me and you were like, wait, the article is due on Tuesday night? No, the source evals are due on Tuesday night. Technically, the article is due on Thursday night in its complete form, but it's not due in its polished, this is my best, I'm ready to go to print form until the following week. So hang in there. Also, some of you asked me, and I'll just reiterate in this recording, is there, what if you missed a check-in? What if you missed a submission of your sources and whatnot? I mean, you're talking a matter of like a point or a percent for the course. It's important that you participate in a research and a writing process. So yeah, you lose a point when you're not doing that process, but it's not enough to affect whether or not you're going to succeed or not in this role as a journalist and as a student with a grade. So please don't worry about that right now. But just know that your product needs to be, like, you need to be really investing in your product, because you haven't had as much engagement, you haven't had as much input from peers, you haven't maybe had input from me because you failed to submit something when you needed to. So just keep that in mind and utilize extra resources, like, you know, reach out, ask questions, or submit your work to a tutor, or collaborate with each other. I said this in the email, but I'll say it here to reiterate. I'm just honestly like blown away and so happy with the team atmosphere you guys have created and the way that you're genuinely helping each other and reflecting on each other's input. I can't think of, like, that is something I want you to know about writing, is that in order to be a good writer, you need to know how to share your work and receive the input from others, and that other people don't need to be an expert in writing or in your topic in order to give you useful input, because you're talking about communicating with broad and diverse audiences, and that's what we are as a team. So we're a really good testing ground, and I've just been really pleased with what I've seen in the discussion space. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm trying to think of if there's anything that other people have thrown out there. There might be some incorrect stuff on the Weebly, where it talks about the expanded article copy. You don't have to make a website. I thought that I edited that. If you see that this week, don't stress. You're just fine-tuning this Google Doc with the columns and the images and the headlines and, making it look like a magazine. So that's all I've got. Reach out if you guys need anything. I'm really excited about wrapping things up and just putting a bow on everything. This has been a really great quarter.